to week 11 of social psychology. So this week, we've got the standard things, right? We've got our mind tap practice. We've got our chapter quiz on mind tap. We've got our discussion board, right? Same things we have every week. I'm going to do my best to have your second lab report graded today, all right? So be on the lookout for those grades. I will be just posting the your grades on each part of the rubric, all right? That's part of the lab report guide in the feedback, so be sure to check that out. That'll give you a little bit of an idea of how I think you're doing on each piece, all right? And then I want to go ahead and remind you that next week is our third exam, all right? So be on the lookout for that. Now, big announcement. It's an intense semester, all right? So what I'm going to do, in hopes that this will alleviate some of your stress, and some of mine as well, is I'm going to make the third and fourth lab reports optional, okay? So you don't have to do them, all right? And if you don't do them, no big deal, all right? Won't impact your grade negatively. If you choose to do them, and you make better grades on those than you did on one of the first two, I will replace the grade you got on one of the first two with the higher grade that you got on one of the last two, all right, that are now optional. Lab reports 3 and 4 are optional. Now, I still want you to do the lab data collections, all right? I still want you to do those because I think it gives you a really great frame of reference. It gives you firsthand experience with social psychological methods, all right, and with the concepts that you're learning about. So I still want you to do those. Those are still required. But the lab reports 3 and 4 are now optional. Lab reports 1 and 2 required. You already did them. All right. But if you do better, if you choose to do lab report 3 or 4 and you do better on it, all right, then you did on one of the first two lab reports, I'll replace it. Now it's only 1 for 1. So lab report, if you do lab report 3 and you get a better grade on it than either lab report 1 or 2, then it'll only replace one of those two. Same for lab report 4 if you choose to do it. Okay. All right, guys. So now, naturally, that means that the overall number of points in the class will go down because I'm dropping basically 100 points, the two lab reports. All right. But again, they're optional, and so if you do better on them than you did on the first two lab reports, then they can replace it. Okay. Hopefully that will alleviate some of the stress caused by the semester. The oddity of this semester is intense. Stress of the semester is intense. Hopefully this will help. All right. Yeah. All right, guys. That is it for this week. As always, if you have any questions, please send them my way. If not, have a great week. Stay warm in the middle of this ice storm. Stay warm as best you can. Hopefully nobody's power and internet goes down. But have a great one, as good as possible anyway, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.